for a company?
Yeah, both.
Anyone in transition? Don't raise your hand if your boss is in the room. Well, if you're a business owner and you're not speaking to promote your business, you're leaving money on the table. And if you work for an organization and you're not out there speaking, you're losing opportunities. Today, more than ever before, your success depends on how well you present yourself, your message, and your value to the marketplace. And I was just talking about this with someone offline, and we were saying you can't avoid this skill anymore. You must be able to present yourself and to do it well and with impact. And so I thought that when you think of business, most people have the thought that business is about numbers. It's about the P&L, the balance sheet. But actually, business is about communication. And in the absence of communication, there can be no business. Those numbers simply reflect how well you're communicating. So I thought it would be important for us to take a look at how do you measure impact, or how do you look at impact, and how do you get there? What I did is I created this process visual. Is there anyone in the room who can't see this chart? Yeah. With any communication, you have your message, which is your content, your substance, and then you have your performance or your delivery, the way in which you deliver the message. When you have the kind of communicator who can speak well, great delivery, gift of gab, the quintessential sales personality, they can sell snow to Eskimos, but they don't have much content. Anyone ever have a speaker like that? Right? You go away saying, oh, great presentation, and then, well, what did they really say? What did I really learn? Well, that person is called the showman. Great on delivery, but not too good on substance. Opposite of that person is the person who has the goods. They've got the message, they've got the substance, but they can't deliver to save their lives. We all know people like that. In fact, I was watching a show the other day, and it was a quick news clip about Alan Alda, the actor. Does anyone know Alan Alda? He has a new career. Do you know what he's doing? He's coaching scientists because they get so many complaints from Congress that they don't understand when they present to Congress, that he's helping them to speak clearly and crisply. So clearly, these are people who've got the goods, they've got the substance, they've got the ideas, and they can't sell it. That's called a lost opportunity. And we've all been there. The worst place on this grid for any communicator is right here. Because this kind of speaker or communicator has weak content and weak delivery. And I call that
Unemployed.
yes. The somnambulant audience. Now, there is a place and a role for this kind of communicator. If you're speaking to a group and it's 2 a.m. and they're having trouble sleeping, bring this guy in. Otherwise, nobody wants to be here. Finally, the place where we all want to get to, strong content, strong delivery, and that's called dynamic influence. Or another way to say that is, that's when you know you have impact. So when you think about communication, we're communicating all the time. The minute you walk into a room, you communicate a message. And so my question for you is, do you own the room, or does the room own you? A handshake is a communication, and people make judgments in how long. How long does it take to make a first impression?
Half a second.
Yeah, it used to be 7 seconds, but it probably is closer to half a second now. So what I do in my business is I help people align, whether they're leaders, executives, entrepreneurs, align the visual, vocal, and verbal